You're listening to Track Talk with CH and Ferdy.
Yes. Yes, indeed. Shall we proceed to give you what you need? There is no greed. It's DJ Rock, a.k.a. CH, Coach Harris, and Ferdy. And we live in the American dream, y'all. Yes. Spring is here. Mid-April. Sun is out. American dream. We're going to cut that. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to episode 10, Track Talk with CH and Ferdy. And we happy today, because it is over 60 degrees in April in the northeast region of the country, of the United States of America, and it is finally feeling like track season. So I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good, man. How you feeling today, man?
Wonderful.
Wonderful. We had our first full practice outside today, April 23rd, 2018, and our first practice outside was today. It was a beautiful thing. We started out and did warm-up laps on the track.
On the track.
Not in the school.
Not in the school.
Okay, it looked like it's okay. We'll warm up in the school and we'll go out. Nah, we did the whole practice, start to finish, on the track. We didn't lose any time with, all right, everybody get dressed and get ready to head outside after warm-ups. All right, we're going to head back in and go to the – nope. We were on the track. And prior to that, over the weekend, we had an invitational, and the sun was out the whole invitational.
Saturday was good.
Saturday was nice, man. Saturday was nice, man. It was a good time. You'd have been happy, man. I mean, like, it felt like a track meet finally. So, you know, we gotta drop some bombs for that. Hit the air horns. You know, it was a good time. It was a good time. I'm feeling great. Yeah, it was a good weekend because our girls team, we actually won the invitational, so it was a nice little confidence booster. An early season invitational victory always helps.
It's always good.
Yeah, and it's funny because our team has had surprisingly great bounce back morale. Our first two meets were trash. I mean, like, off and on rain the first meet, and we just froze to death the second meet. The next day in practice, they're playing music, they're joking in warm-ups, they're having a good time. Like, yo, spirits are high. I'm loving this. This is great because we had two trash meets where everybody was freezing. Like, people saying they can't feel their toes after they warmed up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like for them to be in good spirits and everything after all that, it was good to see. You know, and then going into this meet, they finally get good weather, posting some, you know, good early season times. Not good early season cold weather times, but actual good early season times, you know. And I know there's people out there that's feeling this conversation because you've been going through it too.
Yep. Especially
Especially if you live up further than us north, because it's been terrible. I'm hating on everybody in Florida and Texas that's been running since like January outside, you know.
Oh, they just run all year outside, probably.
Yeah.
You know.
We hating.
I mean, unless you they got an indoor facility where, you know, it's a bank track or something. I get that.
Like
and they'll
Texas
be inside,
A&M.
you know.
Where they can do sprints on the straightaway and not interfere with the 200-meter track because they have it outside of that because they have that much space in their field house.
Yep.
Texas A&M's facility's off the hook. I'm just throwing it out.
Shout out Aggies.
Yeah, shout out Sammy. I'm hating on your facility. Yes, I am. But much love, much props, and gotta get the air horns too. I gotta get a little more volume on that explosion, that bomb though.
Yeah, you do.
You know, I'll bring it up a little bit. We test it out while we get ready to
That's better.
delve into the discussion for the day. But I gotta lead in with a story. Now, I told you we had the invitational this weekend, right?
Yeah.
And I want you to tell me what you think about this story.
Okay.
So we have a kid in the 3200. There's two sections of the 3200. Our kid's in the first section, so we're paying attention. We're trying to get his splits and everything like that. As soon as the race starts off, like not even 200 meters in, or maybe they did a lap. I don't know, but it was definitely not 800 meters in to a 3200. It was either the start. It was either like the first 150 or the first 600, but basically beginning of the race, right? So this coach just randomly, I don't know where he was from. He was either section 5 or section 6. I don't know. Don't care. You're not getting props for this story. He comes up to my coaching staff and I, And he's like, man, I told these two guys at the start of that race, you guys are in last place. You do not go out there and try and jump up in front with the pack and this, that, and the third. You guys being like, I got one guy, he's kind of, listening to what I'm saying. But this other guy, look at him. He's way up there in the middle. I mean, everybody in this race is seated under 12 minutes. These kids aren't going to run 12 minutes. You idiot. You idiot.
Okay.
You idiot.
So, did you say anything?
He's,
I mean, well, I don't know if that's
my thing is this, man. Like he wasn't on Hilton.
Yeah.
He wasn't part of our staff. But like when he said that, and then about 10 seconds later he walked away because he was going to, I guess, yell out splits for his athletes that
yell out slow down.
Yeah, his athletes that were too far ahead
Going
in the
last.
race than he wanted them to be. We just kind of looked at each other like, okay, you want your athlete to suck the rest of the year,
Like,
basically.
Does this really happen right now?
Like he really just said that he wanted them in the back. Look, I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm gonna look at it like this: you need to treat track like you treat school. All right. And at least that's my philosophy when it comes to a race. And I'll explain it after I tell you the equal opposite of what I felt he did. He basically told his kids, if we're talking about school, look, y'all, I need y'all to fail everything. But at the end of the school year, like the last couple weeks, just start getting A's. Is that how you pass in school?
Nah.
You got to come out strong. Get them A's, so if you mess up here and there, doesn't matter because you got 15 straight A's.
You got a cushion.
So that one little B- or C+ you get, it's not really going to affect your average because you're already way out ahead of the game. You start with like a bunch of F's, it's hard to bring that up. And if you start running from the back of the pack in any race, that's like failing and trying to get a whole bunch of A's at the end. You don't have more energy at the end of a race than you do at the beginning, because guess what you did before a race that you didn't do before the end of the race? You didn't run. You didn't run yet. And I don't care if these kids were not going to run under 12 minutes. So what? Get out there and at least attempt to get a PR. Or, one scenario, you get out there and you die, but you PR. That's a win. Yeah, you died in the race. You went out too fast, but you PR. So it's a win. It's a victory. Or you get out there, you die, fail miserably, and you don't PR. It's still a win because that's a learning experience because they can say, you know what? I know what it feels like to go out way too fast now. So now next time I can go out faster than what I normally do, but definitely not that fast. I can find some middle ground and try and work better on my pacing and my race strategy. Everything is a learning experience with a race. And I feel like he just kind of like robbed his kids of a chance to, try and learn about their own bodies and their own potential in the race.
I feel like if you at least tell the athlete whether, they're, and I think I would tell this more to like a newer athlete. Basically, stay in the pack. All right, you stay in the pack. You're almost forced. You are forced to run what everyone else is running.
Mm-hmm.
This is how you kind of get an idea of what your capabilities are. You might go out too fast. Okay, you'll live. I promise. More than likely, you'll live.
Mm-hmm.
Also, you might feel like going with the pack. You might feel like, oh, this is too slow. I might be in better shape than I think I am.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love dumb coaches. It's
You're an idiot.
yeah.
You're an idiot,
Yeah.
dude. I'm sorry, I can't do it. You're an idiot.
I love it. I wish I could.
He's an idiot. That's all I can say. But I tell athletes, look, if you're gonna be in a pack, if they feel like they're rolling, it's okay to stay in that pack and hang on somebody's shoulder. Cause, that's a strategy. Especially if you feel like they're rolling, and especially for seasoned athletes who can feel pacing, who know pacing, who are experienced at pacing. If you feel like this person in front of you is rolling, or you just know it's one of those athletes in your area that's one of the top ones, and they're rolling, it's okay to sit on that shoulder. And if you're in a pack and you feel like Ferdy said, they going too slow, all right, I need to pass them. And I need to start taking control of this race because I'm not going to run a better time sitting behind them. I might win the race, but what good is just running to win a race when I'm trying to improve my time? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So sometimes you got to take a loss to get a victory. You know, sometimes you got to go out there and push yourself. You might die, but you're going to learn something. You're going to learn, hey, you know what? I actually had more in the tank than I thought I did. Or, you know what? I had more in the tank, but I went out just a little bit too fast. I tried to go too fast too early instead of, you know, just upping my pace a smaller percentage. You know, take everything as learning experience. I mean, I've run horrible races where I didn't PR. I came in dead last, but I learned, okay, don't eat greasy food right before an 800. You know, it was still a win because I learned I ain't gonna do that again. You know, he's an idiot.
Yeah. I don't know. You kind of reminded me of something. You know, you can sometimes get the athletes who, you know, is in a heat. Maybe they're lane 8 and they in a fast heat.
Wayne,
you know, maybe the top seed runs really fast.
Wayne.
I actually experienced. I didn't experience anything. I didn't care who I was running against. But I see like a number of athletes. They get scared when they see a name in their heat, like it actually matters.
Wayne. That's all I'm gonna say.
I don't know where you're going with it.
You're gonna know where I'm going with it in a minute, but keep going with your story.
Okay. No, like even in the few years past.
Yeah.
I've heard athletes say, "Oh no, I'm running with Sammy."
It's not tackle football. She's not gonna hit you.
Let me put it this way. And this is what I would tell people. Like, I don't care if she's there.
Yeah.
Like, so?
Is she going to push you in mid-race so that you break your ankle? No. She's running just like you are.
Yeah. She's the nicest person you can meet.
Yeah.
She ain't going to do anything. She's just going to run.
She's going to congratulate you after she mops you up on the track.
Right.
She's a nice person.
So what, you still got to run?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you could run against her or run against somebody else. There's other people in the heat.
Coach, don't put me in the fast heat. Your time dictates that.
Do I hate that?
Your time, if you run fast, then you get put in the fast heat based on
I'm sorry.
what everybody else ran
in
that meet.
Yeah, he was a funny one. Didn't I don't know if they told you. I know they told me. It was indoor this past year.
Mm-hmm.
State Qs.
Yep.
Your girls 4x2 made the finals.
Yep.
And we're kind of upset they made the finals.
Yep.
Yeah.
We got to run against. Okay, how are you gonna achieve this goal of breaking a school record or making a state standard or making a national standard if you don't run with people that are faster than you or as fast as you?
Yeah.
I kind of look at it like the whole theory of the basketball player that's a junior in high school that gets off on beating up on 7th and 8th graders in basketball. Like, dude,
right.
They're 7th and 8th graders. You should be beating them. How are you getting better? You should be playing against the best. Kobe Bryant didn't get better by playing against high school athletes when he was in the NBA.
Nah, he said from high school he was like, "Nah, I'm going pro."
Yeah, he was scrimmaging with college athletes when he was in high school.
Yeah.
You know, he was trying to play the best of the best. That's how you get better. You know, you don't get better by going against somebody who's not as talented as you. It just doesn't work. You can't push yourself if you don't have anybody. You know, you need a little help. Unless you're one of those athletes where you know you're a seasoned veteran athlete. So, for example, let's say like a Sammy Watson when she was running in high school and didn't have any local competition.
She had to run against lower competition.
Yeah, she didn't have a choice. But even still, she went in with a race strategy, with a goal in mind. Okay, when I come around this first lap and I peek at this clock, I need to be at this time. You know, so her challenge is the clock. But she's a seasoned veteran, so she knows she has to do that. Granted, when on the weekend she would travel to the meets with the bigger competition. Mm-hmm. But even when you don't have somebody to push you, you have to find something to push you. Yeah. You know, whether you're the best or not. So you should always be. I mean, I always wanted to be in the fast heat. I mean, that was my goal. Like, I might not make it there, but I'm gonna try as hard as I can to get there. Real talk.
Yeah. Listen, I remember my freshman year in high school, first season ever running track, and I happened to make it in the fast heat of the 400 open.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mind you, this is the city, urban. This is
when it was real.
Yeah, when it was real.
Shout out to the old school RCAC City Catholic League.
Right. I didn't even care. I was like, all right, I'm in. Basically, one of my teammates, he showed me the heat sheets. I was in lane 8. I was like, cool. And then he was like, you could beat this guy in lane 7. I'm like, damn right I could.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he didn't show up, and I still came in last. But whatever.
But you weren't afraid.
You know, I didn't care.
You didn't die afterwards.
I'm running.
You know,
what else am I gonna do?
A dragon didn't come out of the sky and like eat you as a result of you running in the fast heat.
Exactly.
You know, I remember. I think I might have told this story in this podcast. If not, I'm gonna tell it now. When I was in high school, running the 800, freshman year, I'm running like 225. They had this kid at a rival school, McQuaid Jesuit. His name was Sean Watts. He was running like 156 in the 800. This dude was tough. I'm like, you know what? I'm beating him. I'm going out with him. I never beat him a day in my life.
Right.
But every time I ran against him, I got faster.
Mm-hmm.
My times dropped. And if it didn't drop, I learned something about myself. Like, oh, yeah, when he get to about 250 and he go, maybe I shouldn't go just yet. I'll wait till I get to 300. You know,
right.
So it's, you know, you learn. And as a result, I got better in the 800. I got better in the 600. The 400 was easy after that. But you know, you take better competition as a learning tool sometimes, or as a motivator, or as somebody to just push you to be better. You know, plain and simple.
Yeah.
So all y'all that don't want to be in the fast heat but want to go to states, you're contradicting yourself.
Right. Get out of here.
All y'all that don't want to be in the fast heat but trying to go to nationals, everybody at nationals is fast heat. I mean,
Right.
come on, it's nationals. Think
Yeah.
about that. Think about what your goal is and think about what you had to do to get there. You know what I mean? And I brought up my story because this was at an invitational. You know, this isn't like a league meet where, okay, this kid's coming off an injury maybe, so we're just trying to eat. Because he said it about 2 kids. I'm like, okay, you got 2 kids coming off injury and you want them to sit in the back. Nah, come on, dude. You're an idiot. But it's invites. It's invite time. It's big meat time.
Big
Last
meats.
week we talked about the big meat food.
Sure did.
This week we're just talking about the big meats.
Yes.
Pause. And
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and yeah, this is about the time of the season where, you know, it's getting close to the end of April. The sun is cracking out. And lo and behold, this weekend is Penn Relays weekend. Man, look, we talked about the food last year, but
Or last
man,
week.
last episode, you know, episode 9, if you didn't get it, check it out. Subscribe, YouTube, Google Play, iTunes, SoundCloud, shameless plug. But we talked about the food at Penn Relays, the beef patties, the jerk chicken. But that was all just a sidebar and an appetizer to what's being served up on the track. This is just like the culmination of all things track and field. We're talking about, you have high school relays, and you have, like, you know, regular high school relays. You have elite high school relays. You have the Jamaicans that come in town with their high school relays. Some of them 21. They can go to school later. We ain't gonna talk about that though. But
Oh, I'm gonna get into Jamaican high schoolers. Go ahead.
yeah, St. Jago. But yeah. So you got all the elite high school relays from across the country, across the world. Because like I said, Jamaicans come up here, Canadians come down. They come from all over. But then you got the college athletes. So the high school athletes run their races, and they get to sit back and they watch the college athletes, the elite college athletes, the LSUs, the Floridas, the A&Ms, the Arkansas, so on and so forth. Once again, you might have some colleges from other countries coming down because Penn Relays is that meet.
Yeah.
But then the high school and the college kids get to sit back and watch the Olympic developmental athletes, USA versus the world. And that's when it gets crazy. I wish I was there the year Usain Bolt came and shut it down.
Yeah, I was not there.
Me neither.
Actually, you know what? I don't think I would have wanted to be in the crowd because, you know, I talk a lot of mess. And
Jamaica might have took that one serious. Talking about Usain Bolt.
I'll talk about him all day.
And you could talk about Asafa Powell.
No, I
We'll
could.
talk about Usain.
Nope. Warren Weir, could talk about him. Nestor Carter, talk about him.
Warren, where are you?
Right, right.
You know. But yeah, man, Penn Relays, when we talk about big meets and relay meets, like, I haven't experienced a meet like this at all. I've never been in the United States and felt like I was in Jamaica until I went to Penn Relays.
Yeah.
It was just a surreal experience. It was great, and it wasn't like when I say that, I wasn't saying like it was a violent. It was just a great experience, like the best trash talk. Everybody's talking trash and getting hyped up for all the relays, but it was in good spirits, and it was a great time. And I'm talking about from like I think I went in 2008. That's been that long since I was
Wow.
10 years ago. Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah.
And I still remember it like to this day how much of a great experience it was. So, yeah, it's big meet season. I know you got some Penn Relays stories and stuff.
Yeah, no, we went 3 years ago.
Yeah, I remember that.
Went 3 years ago after a pretty successful indoor season that I was fortunate enough to take the realms of the sprint and hurdles for the females on a team. And we did 4x1, 4x4. And we also had a couple doing that thing, the pole vault.
Yeah.
You know, that event that I don't know who came up with. I don't know how that event came.
Hilton
started.
does pole vault. That's what we do.
Like, I don't get it. But, yeah, so I think that was not my first time there. That was my first time there as a coach, though. Like, I'd always gone as a spectator. And it's crazy. It's like really 100,000 people come into the city of Philadelphia. Literally. And the highways really are only 2 lanes for the most part in Philly. So there's just traffic.
Not that weekend.
Oh, there's just traffic everywhere. You need extra time to get to wherever you even want to go. I'm sure the locals appreciate it. Not.
Yeah.
But getting there, looking at the athletes just warm up, like you see, like, the girls on the team, they're like looking like, oh, that's LSU over there. Oh, that's Oregon, or I don't even know if they were there. LSU's there. I don't know, whatever school's Pitt. They're always there. And, so it's like eye-opening for the high schoolers. And I think also for the college athletes, I don't know if it's necessarily eye-opening for the college athletes because a lot of them are at the pro level.
Nowadays, it probably doesn't matter. Like,
because they're probably racing them in the summer anyways.
Yeah.
It's like, whatever.
Oh, I beat them last year in Diamond League.
Right. And also the pros tend to run unattached at some of these meets too.
Yeah.
So it's nothing to them. But for high schoolers, it's a big deal.
Definitely.
We were doing the 4x1 first, and we couldn't find our way to the check-in spot. Like, because we went one way, and then it was blocked off by a gate. And we didn't, we were trying to follow the time. Like, all right, we're supposed to start here. We literally ran to one spot, ran to another, I swear to you.
Yeah.
This was like well, I was a little heavy at the time. It felt like a mile. Ran before we actually got to the area. So, and
because the facility is huge. I mean, it's 9 lanes.
Yeah.
The track is huge. Actually, it's more than 9 lanes, isn't it?
No, it's 9. It's 9. I think.
Because remember, they don't use like the inside like 3 or 4 lanes or something like that.
I don't know. They do it for the 4x1. No, it's 9 lanes.
Okay.
Yeah, because we were in like lane 9 for the 4x1.
Okay.
Because it's totally random. It's just like, all right, we're here. Here's our little card.
Hilton, you got 6 letters in your name, and I only see 3 of your relay. You're 9.
Yeah.
All right.
It's like, all right, well, you got 2 black girls on your team, 2 white girls. All right, we're in lane 9. I don't know what that had to do with it, but I like bringing race into it for no reason.
Because it makes people uncomfortable.
Yeah, it does. I don't.
It's squeamish.
I love everyone anyways. Doesn't
Yep.
matter. So let me talk about other athletes. I was going to talk about the Jamaican high schoolers.
Yeah.
Calabar is the only one that comes to mind.
Mm-hmm.
There's other ones. I can't remember the names.
St. Jocko.
Yeah. I'm just saying this. These kids is running 45s, like fast 4x4. I'm talking about 400. Like those 4x4s are crazy.
Yeah.
Where are they later? Where are they later on in life?
Yeah.
In the track world, where are they?
This is true.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying they're cheating in high school. I'm just saying they probably are. So, I'm just gonna put that out there.
I saw a high school St. Jago relay, St. Jago Jago. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. Had their third leg not pulled up, they probably would have won 38 in the 4x1.
Yeah. Oh yeah, those 4x1s are.
Because the winning team was a 39 high, and they were killing them when the third leg pulled up. This was back in 08. They would have won 38.
Hey, but where are they? But this is like, it's all the teams.
Yeah.
All of the high school teams that come in, and then it's like, what are you doing? Where are we after that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen the what do they call it? Champs. It's like the big high school meet down there.
Yeah. I'm not sure. I forget what exactly the names. I know what you're talking about, though.
Yeah, and I've seen. I mean, they're fast, but I also see the Olympic trials. I don't know. I'm not that impressed when I see the Olympic trials.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know what they're doing in high school. I don't know. They keep saying it's the games. Uh-huh.
The yams.
Mm-hmm.
What's in them yams? Cream or clear?
What else are they taking with the yams? You know, it's like
creamy yams or clear yams.
What other powders are they putting in it?
It's creatine, bro.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, don't they? Nah, I'm thinking of Haiti. Never mind. Different country.
Yeah. But at any rate, all that is about to go down this weekend, April 26th to the 28th, is the Penn Relays Carnival. And if you've never been, I definitely recommend you go. It like I said, it's an experience like none of it. I haven't experienced anything like that since, and I'm definitely dying to go back.
Oh, and then you get the pros. You're just hanging out.
Oh yeah. I can't think of his name off the top of my head. I just know he was a defensive back for the Atlanta Falcons and the Washington Redskins, and he was just down there just chilling. We're walking down trying to get our relay to where they need to be at. Now I'm like, hey, that's someone's. Yeah, that was just chilling.
Yeah,
you know,
it's fun.
It's crazy.
I know people like.
It's like celebrity heaven too. It's like going to LAX. It's going to the
airport.
The airport in LA. You always see somebody famous.
Yeah.
So I mean, and that's what it's like. It's just like a who's who of just like track fans and famous people.
And then also like the track pros are sitting in the stands
chilling,
and they'll welcome you to sit with them.
Yeah,
it's easy.
Yeah,
so it's good. Oh, damn, I was gonna say something. Oh yeah, I mean, ladies, you might also see Bill Cosby there. I suggest you just stay away. If he hands you
a drink,
something that might have a Quaalude in it. I suggest that, you know what, don't accept anything from the guy. I'm not saying he did it. I'm just saying he probably did.
All I'm saying is he's probably not going to be there this year because I think he's on trial.
No, I don't think he's going to be there.
He's probably not going to be there.
Nah,
I mean, track and field is the last thing on his mind right now.
Yeah, I mean, if he is, you know what, I could take him.
Yeah,
like he's old.
Hey, shout out to Bill if you're innocent. It's over for you if you're not.
Yeah, I doubt
Plain
it.
and simple.
Yeah, I doubt it.
Yeah,
I doubt it.
If you didn't do it, we love it. If you did do it, out of here.
Right.
Plain and simple.
Right.
No two ways around it.
I still like the Cosby Show.
Yeah. There's other characters. But anyway, also this weekend is the Drake Relays.
Relays in Des Moines, Iowa.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy is like, who lives in Des Moines, Iowa?
But that's a huge meet.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, then again, who lives in Kansas? But they have a good meet there too.
Yeah, Kansas Relays was just recently.
Mm-hmm.
Oregon Relays was recently. When did Oregon become Tracktown USA?
When Nike
moved there and made it.
Is there and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, so they just made it Tracktown USA.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's all Nike.
Okay.
It's all Nike facilities. It's all. God, I want some free gear.
So basically, it's not Tracktown; it's marketing.
Yeah, it's marketing.
Okay, yeah.
It's marketing. Because no flights really go in there that's cheap.
Yeah. And they tend to seem to recently, within the last, I'd say, 7 to 8 years, host everything.
Yeah, but they're redoing their track. You seen the new rendition of the track?
No.
Oh, the rendering, I should
nice.
say. Yeah, it looks really nice. So the next 2 years, I don't know if this year, I don't remember. I don't know if 2018 or 2019, whatever. But University.
Well, 2020 they're hosting something. I don't know if it's a Masters Championship or something, but they're hosting something in 2020, and
so
something in 2021. I think indoor they're hosting indoor in 2020 and something outdoor in 2021.
I think both 2020 and 21 they're outdoor.
Okay.
But University of Texas has the D1 Nationals.
Okay.
Outdoor. So I mean, it's good to get away from. Listen, it's easier to fly into Austin, Texas, than it is to Eugene, Oregon.
Yeah.
And
didn't they host? They hosted NCAA Nationals like about 2 years ago.
Oh, they host it all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Every year.
Go.
And the Olympic trials.
Yep.
And
every now and then they have a Diamond League meet.
Yeah, and they do the lower level, like the junior championships, USAT, whatever.
Okay.
They just put everything in there. And yeah,
I think
I don't know.
overrated.
It gets kind of boring.
Yeah, I think they're kind of overrated. That's just me.
But if they got the facilities, but yeah, they're gonna. I think the new stadium will hold like over 12,000.
That is kind of crazy though.
Yeah.
At least they're updating because what I have heard from some people is that it's a nice facility, but it's not all the glamour and glitz you'd expect it to be.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, hey, shout out to them. But yeah, back to the Drake Relays. Like, I've never been to the Drake Relays. I've never been to Drake Stadium. But
Never been to Iowa.
Never been to Iowa. It's on my to-do list. But like this meet has been a big meet for like years. When I first got into coaching, and I'm doing my research and on workouts and different meets, and I just kept coming across Drake Relays and Drake Relays. And I'm like, what are Drake Relays? And lo and behold, Drake Stadium in Des Moines, Iowa, hosts one of the biggest relay meets in track and field.
Yeah.
Who'd have thought? Who'd have thunk it?
They've taken away from Penn.
Yeah.
Because
it's the exact same weekend.
Yeah, it's the exact same weekend, and I've seen a number of the pros go there. I can recall like Miss Natasha Hastings.
Yeah.
Definitely used to go to Penn.
Show favorite. Shout out to Natasha Hastings.
Yeah.
Favorite of the show.
Yeah. Yeah, New York.
Yeah.
What's
represent.
Up? And I've seen her run in high school, which puts me out of shape because she's still running.
Yep.
I am not. I'm not even close. Yeah, she probably.
Man, we're what you call an athlete.
Yeah,
it's okay.
Pretty sure she could have beat me in high school. Anyways, I don't remember what her times were. But where was I going?
Sydney McLaughlin would have beat me in high school too.
Bruh.
We'll get to that later though. But go ahead. Back to the story.
I need to take some steroids to beat her. And so like a number of the athletes have gone over to Drake. So
yeah, that just shows you that is a big meet. If you're gonna miss Penn Relays for Drake Relays, it's for a reason. And no, Drizzy Drake is not gonna be there. So
I mean, maybe.
Then again,
but I doubt it.
Nice for what?
Yeah, what's he gonna be there?
Yeah.
I'd rather be in Toronto.
Yeah, me too. Like we said, never been. I don't know what Iowa is known for other than like Hawkeye football and Drake Relays, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
Somebody email us, tracktalkwithus@gmail.com. What's popping in Iowa, specifically Des Moines? So if I was to go to Drake Relays, what would the nightlife be like? How would we get it Poppington in Des Moines? Poppington in Des Moines. That's a new term.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, I doubt it. I know the at Penn though. Golly, the Barbers twins.
Yeah,
they always go there. And they always partying afterwards. So
yeah.
Well, listen, in Philly, there's a lot to do. I mean, there's a lot to do, no matter what time you're there.
Yeah, it go down to South Street, get a cheesesteak from Jim's. Yes. Scream Free McMill. I don't know. Just ride around town, bumping the Dreams and Nightmares intro. Villanova just won the NCAA championship. The Eagles won the Super Bowl. Philadelphia 76ers trusted the process.
You might find, you know what? You might find Kevin Hart there.
Yeah,
at Penn Relays. I
mean,
he's all into fitness.
He's kind of a big guy, not height wise, but I mean,
I could take him.
Yeah.
I didn't. You know what? That's a guy thing. That's a guy thing to say. Like me, take whatever.
Yeah.
I don't have any issues with the guy.
Don't judge us.
No, I'm just a guy.
Yeah.
I think. Anyways,
I said the wrong email address. 585tracktalk@gmail.com. I'm thinking of the
585 track talk.
I'm thinking of the Twitters and the IGs.
Yeah.
But yeah. Let us know what's Poppington in Des Moines. But hey, I will tell you this. You were there with us when we went to Kansas for Nationals in 2011, right?
Yeah, flew in. You guys drove though.
I was so surprised that Wichita was actually not a boring, dull, countrified. I mean, it wasn't like
Yeah.
New Orleans,
right?
but it was better than I expected.
Yeah, I remember. I think it was there. One of the coaches that used to stay in the area. He told me where to go eat.
Yeah.
And I was like, I had rented a car. I went by myself. So I was like, yep, I'm going. And yes, the food was good.
Yeah.
We always bring it back to food.
Oh yeah, the food was popping in Wichita. Definitely.
Yeah. Oh, that's when we had a tornado warning.
Yeah.
Watch.
And we just like, what is that?
Yeah, I went in the car.
And everybody's like, okay, we're clearing the stadium. Huh? It's not raining. There's no lightning.
Right.
We're clearing the stadium. Yo, that's the tornado horn. Oh, let's go.
Y'all in the gym. I went in my car. I was like, if I see a tornado, I'm driving the opposite way, and I will meet y'all later.
Instead of a storm chaser, you're gonna get a storm lever.
Nah, I'm running away. It's like, listen, if I see a pit bull with his teeth out, I'm not gonna run towards it. That's how I look at a tornado.
Man, I looked at it like this. We were in Kansas. They had these tornadoes before. I'm going to trust the structure of this facility. This is where they're telling us to go. They've been through this before. I'm going to go here. But, yeah. So, it's crazy. But, like I said, Wichita was a surprise. So, you never know. Des Moines could be possibly popping. If people are, yeah, Penn Relays, Philly, I'm going to go to Des Moines instead. They got to be something other than competition.
I wonder if it's money.
It could be
for
that.
the pros,
It could be
anyways.
it could be some winnings. Who knows? But we'll research it and find out. If you know, hit us up. Let us know. At Track Talk with us on IG and Twitter. 585 Track Talk on Gmail. Let us know what Des Moines is all about.
You know what? After I find out what pros ran at which meet, I think I'm gonna DM them. I'm gonna slide into their DMs.
Yeah. It might be like DJ Quick said. Des Moines might be just like Compton.
Okay.
I won't buy it, but
Okay.
you never know.
Yeah.
So, but Drake Relays, and I feel like this is crazy. I feel like Drake Relays versus Penn Relays is like Meek Mill versus Drake all over again, but in track.
Oh, that's funny.
That's funny.
That makes
Drake versus Philly.
That's true.
You getting bodied by a singer.
Yeah,
But anyway,
Drake destroyed me.
yeah, free Meek though. If you take offense to that, I'm sorry, but free Meek Mill. But anyway, yeah. So like, those are two big meets coming up this weekend. There's a host of other ones this weekend, but we won't get into too much.
It's
detail.
crazy. LSU has an invite, and they go to Penn.
Yeah, they probably leave the B team behind. They take
or C team.
Yeah, they take the guns.
I think they might have another team at Drake too.
Then we see they had like the Drake alternative meets. So
Yes.
if you don't qualify for Drake, you're gonna go to this little old extra meet we got
In the area.
Yeah, it's
know.
around. You might get invited to the after party. You might not.
If it costs too much, if the hotels are too, because they jack up those hotel prices.
Oh yeah. Anytime something big's coming in town, they bringing them prices up. Something serious.
Had to stay like a whole half an hour away.
I remember the first time we went to Nationals when it was still Nike Outdoor Nationals in North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
We stayed about a good 30 to 40 minutes away because all the hotels was booked, and the ones that weren't booked were like $1,000 an hour.
Woo! A day, a night,
Hour.
Oh, hour.
Yeah, I'm exaggerating, but it was crazy expensive. So it was like we found this nice little spot. I mean, luckily there's a lot of highways out there, so even though it was like about 40 minutes away, It didn't seem like it.
Right.
It might have been closer to a half hour.
Yeah, I mean, even with the flying thing, I think getting into, like you talking about nationals in Greensboro, North Carolina, it's easier. There's a number of airports you can use. Like,
Oh, definitely.
We've flown into Greensboro. We've flown into Raleigh. We've flown into Charlotte. I'm missing another one.
If you're on the East Coast, it's also not that bad of a drive. Like from where we're at up in the Northeast, it's like a 10-hour drive.
Yeah, I'm all set. I'll take a flight.
I'd rather fly, but you can knock that out with 2 people.
I'm not doing it. I can't. Then again, I've driven to Texas, and that was well, it's because I had to.
If you had to drive to North Carolina, you'd do it. If you had to.
Nah, I just wouldn't go. Forget the kids.
Hey, remember I told you that story about the fish and the ribs on the side of the gas station?
Yeah.
It might be worth it.
Might be. No, there was a restaurant we almost went to that served ostrich. I didn't get it. No, we did actually go in.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I just wasn't hungry.
It's a bird. I might try it.
I regret it. I think they also had gator.
Gator is delicious. Anytime you in Texas, go to Papa Dough. Get you some fried gator. They have a Papa Dough in the airport. Every time I go to Houston, if I go to, I want to say it's Hobby, Houston Hobby.
Oh, okay. Because I'm thinking I've been to the George Bush Airport.
I think I usually fly in the Hobby, and correct me if I'm wrong. I just said the email 585tracktalk@gmail. I believe it's Hobby. They have a Papa Dough every time I go, and I land. I'm getting some fried gator, and on the way out when I'm leaving, I'm getting some fried gator, and it is magically delicious.
Yeah, I'm flying into the Houston, the George Bush Airport.
Okay.
In a couple weeks. So, yeah, I don't remember seeing a Papa Dough there, but I'll look for it.
Yeah, but honestly, in Texas, Papa anything. Papa seafood, Papa's Mexican food, Papa Dough. There's about like 4 to 6 variations of Papa's restaurants in Texas. I think I've been to 3 of them, and I have yet to be disappointed. So if you go to Papa's anything in Texas, I'm referring specifically to Houston, but I'm sure they're scattered throughout the state. You will not be disappointed at all because it is some damn good eating. It's hard not to eat good in Texas, though.
Yeah, you get some good servings.
Yeah. I wonder if the food is popping at Drake Relays.
Something.
Gotta be something.
Gotta
be something. I don't know. But it's not going to be popping at LSU this weekend.
Nope.
I mean, for the ones that didn't make it to Penn Relays, I mean, it is still Baton Rouge. So, I mean, I'm not going to say it's not popping because, honestly, I'm just thinking off the top of my head, I'd rather go to Baton Rouge than to Des Moines.
Yeah.
Because I've been to Baton Rouge. I know how it goes down. And Baton Rouge is fun. And the food is fantastic. So, well, we'll see. Yeah, we're gonna check those results and hip y'all to who was there at the Drake Relays versus the Penn Relays.
I think USA versus the World at Penn.
Yeah.
It's always fun.
Oh yeah.
And
the 4x1 is always crazy. The 4x4 is always crazy.
yes.
And
speaking of results,
yeah,
it was a meet. Don't know the meet, but the 400.
Oh, are you talking about
Collegiate.
Michael Norman and friends?
Yes.
Oh yeah, please speak on that.
It went down.
Speak on that. That was ridiculous. Like, yo, how do you be the slow dude on that relay?
Listen, results. We got
Start with fourth.
44.91.
Fourth.
Was fourth.
The fourth guy.
Yeah, you don't. If it's top 3, get medal. You don't get nothing.
You 44 and you get no medal.
Nothing.
You just thanks for coming out and running, but you're fourth.
That was Kamari Montgomery.
What school?
Don't know.
Okay.
I wish I did. We got 44.78 for third. Paul. I really don't know how to say his last name. Dedewo. Whoa.
Dede 44. Let me see.
Yeah.
It looked like Dedewo.
Yeah. And 44.74 by Mr. Rye Benjamin, I believe New York State alum.
Stand up.
And then we got 44.53 by indoor 400-meter national champ Mike Norman.
West Coast.
Yeah.
Stand up.
Yeah. That's crazy.
The top 4 went 44.
Hmm.
That's like Jay-Z 444, but in track talk.
Yeah. Yeah, this is crazy.
That's crazy.
I don't know what's going on.
That's crazy.
I don't know. Maybe drugs. I don't know. Look, I'm just joking. I'm joking
just
about
jokes.
the drugs.
Ha ha laugh. But yo, Michael Norman been a beast since like high school.
And that wasn't that long ago.
Yeah. It was a year and a half ago.
2 years ago, yeah.
Yeah. 2 years ago he was like finishing out his high school season.
He was at the Olympic trials.
Yeah.
Made the finals.
Beating Tyson Gay, right?
Woo!
Was Tyson Gay he beat in the semis?
No, it was Justin Gatlin.
Oh yeah, Gatlin.
Yeah, but Gatlin was like, bruh, I've done this.
Yeah. He was coasting. Norman was out. But wasn't he in lane 8?
I don't remember.
He was in the outer lane, I know that much.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Oh, but going back to your lane 8 story when we were talking earlier, because you said you didn't know where I was going. When I kept saying Wayne.
Yeah.
400-meter world record holder.
Oh, Wade Van
Niekerk.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wayne.
A Wade.
Huh?
It's a D, not an N. W-A-Y-D-E.
Oh, it's Wade?
Yeah.
Oh.
Sorry.
Well, I just made a 46-minute error, but so what?
Right.
Either way, he was in lane 8, and he won the gold medal in the 400 and got the world record. So that just goes to show everybody, it doesn't matter what lane you're in. Just run. It doesn't matter who you're running against. He was running against LaShawn Merritt and Karani James. I think those were like the last 2 gold medals in the Olympics, right? Last Olympics was what, 2016, right?
Yes.
I think 2012 was Karani James and 2008 was...
No, I think okay. No, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
It was Karani James was 2012, and I think LaShawn Merritt was 2008, or at least he medaled. I know he medaled in 2008.
Yeah.
'Cause I think that was either right before or right after his suspension.
Oh, yeah. He did get suspended, yeah.
Yeah. But, yeah. when you talking about a 400, you got Karani James and LaShawn Merritt in your heat, and you just go out in lane 8 and said, I'm taking this. And not only win, but get the world record. Like, it doesn't matter who you're running against. Just go run.
He never saw a single person.
The entire race. So he just basically willed himself to break the world record. He said, I'm going to run like everybody in the world is trying to catch me and kill me. And it worked. So don't ever tell your athlete to get back in last place, because it doesn't matter if you're lane 8. You can set the world record and win a gold medal.
Right.
Also, a similar story, not as dramatic because it was on the high school level, but still just as fantastic. There was a feller by the name of Jermaine Stafford that ran in upstate New York back in the mid-'90s.
Ben Franklin
High School, yes. Had the smallest feet for being a big diesel dude I ever seen in my life. Dude had like size 9. We used to clown him about it. Anyway, Jermaine Stafford ran in nationals that year in the 200-meter dash in indoor. Jermaine Stafford slowed up as he was annihilating everybody in his trials heat because he had won the race, and if you win your heat, you automatically advance to the final, which he had done. Unfortunately for Jermaine Stafford, he slowed down a little too much and had the slowest qualifying time going into said final. So Jermaine Stafford was stuck in lane 8 in indoor track in a 200-meter final, which he won from lane 8. Doesn't matter what heat you're in. Doesn't matter what lane you're in. Just go out there and run.
Do you have contact with any of those guys from back in the day?
I actually in contact with Antoine Anderson, who was on that team. He's one of the members of that 4x1 and 4x4. Still hold the Section 5 record. And state record. Yeah. I think state record too. Yeah. Yeah, probably. I'm friends with Jermaine Stafford on Facebook. I think it is. I see Rashard Johnson all the time because he's still in upstate. So, and he's at a lot of the track meets. So, yeah, man, it was good times.
Maybe they want to stop by.
I might have to pull Rashard on here. He's definitely accessible to hit him up. And who knows? Maybe we could do a phone in with Antoine and Squeaky. That was Jermaine Stafford's nickname. Yeah, man, we might have to look into that. I'm pretty sure they could talk about some big meet experience because they actually broke the Section 5 and state records in the 4x1 and the 4x4
Yeah.
at Penn Relays in 1993. And it was crazy. They came in third in the 4x1. And I think it wasn't even Jamaica. I think one of the teams was from Virginia that beat them. And they went 40.73 and got third.
That's crazy.
It was a fast race, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, yeah.
Crazy, man. It's crazy.
All right.
Yeah, man.
Think we're done?
Yeah, let me scroll through the tabs real quick. We covered Penn Relays,
Okay. We got something else?
Drake Relays. We got Drake versus Meek again on the track.
Yeah.
Though. Oh yeah, I wanted to talk about it's getting a little closer, y'all. 10 days for the pros kick it off.
In
Diamond
Doha.
League. Diamond League. 10 days, 17 hours and 42 minutes away till we kick off the summer season for the pros. And I can't wait because this is not an Olympic year. This is not a World Championships year. So this is our World Championships right now. Basically.
They're looking for money.
Yeah, they trying to get that paper.
It's like they're not even focused on a big championship meet. It's like, all right, I got to make this money at these meets.
Yeah, they focus on setting because you set a world record. You get some paper, you get some cheese, you get some scratch.
Sure do.
So they trying to go at it. You know what I mean? And I know they seeing these young guns come up like that's something we didn't talk about. These young guns coming up running 100 times faster than they should be when they're 400 and 400 hurdle meter runners. So they gonna be out here trying to let people know, look, all right, we see what y'all doing in college, but don't forget about us.
Right.
You want to speak on Jersey real quick? And your girl did it again.
Yeah, I think 11:07.
We wanted to call her Britney
Tennessee.
Spears. Oops, she did it again.
Yeah. She didn't win, but golly, man, them 400 hurdles gonna be sick when she gets back.
Yo, when you're a 400/400 hurdle runner, and you go 11:07 in the 100. Yo, that first 100 in them hurdles.
I don't even know what to say, really. I know the 400 hurdles is all about rhythm. Definitely gonna be working on that. But
That's all I can say.
Speed is the basis for that event.
Yeah.
I think you guys need to remember it's a 400, so it is a sprint event.
Get out and stay out.
There's
nothing to save at the end because you're going to be tired regardless.
And I'm saying the 800 is also a sprint event at the pro level.
Actually, at the college level, because I remember.
True. Yeah.
I remember I forgot what I was. I don't know if I was at a track meet or if I was reading something, but it caught my attention, and I had to bring it back to my team so I could let them know anytime you complain about a 400 or an 800 or even a 200, because you got some lazy sprinters out there.
Ooh. Well, they just lazy ass.
Said document that I'm referring to that I can't remember where I saw it, but I'm pretty sure there's any college coach in the world that will say, I know there's a handful of college coaches that will say, yes, you're absolutely correct. Probably like 99.99999 repeating decimal percent will agree with me. The 1500 in college is considered mid-distance.
Yeah.
So all you guys running the 1500 in high school saying, oh, I'm a distance runner. No, you're not.
No.
Distance doesn't start to the 5K. 1500, 3000, that's mid-distance. 5K, 10K, 20K, marathon, that's distance. 800 down the sprint. 15, 3000, mid-distance.
And I'll tell you this, and I definitely saw it in the Olympics.
You try and tell a Kenyan that a 1500 is a distance race.
The 1500 has become weird. And I say that because it's very much more tactical, like especially at the Olympics. I saw it when the guys were doing it. They were going super slow in the beginning.
You know what it's become?
And then it was a sprint.
It's a 400 with an 1100 meter warm up.
Yeah. It was I hated it.
It's like
I really didn't like it.
What's that Winter Olympics where is it speed cycle? Not the speed cycling, but
speed skating?
No, not the skating. It's when they're on the bikes, but they're in the big loop, and it's like strategic. They're like trying to they're watching
cycling.
behind and they're going slow. It's some type of speed cycling that they do.
Yeah, cycling. There's just a number of events for cycling.
They treat the 1500 like that.
Yeah.
It's crazy, and it's like, yo, your strategy. Basically, I feel like if you have a little bit of endurance and you're a good 400-meter runner, you could probably win a 1500 at some of these meets. The way they run it, if they run it strategically like that.
Yeah, I thought it was just awful. I hated it. I was like, what are you guys doing? Like,
Yeah, I mean, they're running just to win.
Like an American won it. I'm not saying that as a bad thing, but an American hasn't won it in forever.
Yeah,
And then that's how he just happened to
he just
win
said,
it.
you
It
know
was
what,
just
I'm
super
tired
slow.
of
It's
y'all.
like, all right,
Y'all
I
gonna
don't
go
want to run
slow.
it this way.
Deuce, I'm out. And he did that, and he won that. He
Oh, you
did
know what?
that.
Actually, speaking of Americans winning races, I don't think I mentioned it last week. We had an American woman win the Boston Marathon
Oh,
for the
represent.
first time in since 1985, so 33 years.
You get the air horn.
Yeah,
Yes. Much love, respect to that.
Arizona State alum
ASU
Desiree
stand up.
Linden.
Definitely first. Stand up, ASU.
Yeah, and actually, second place was also an American woman.
So,
yeah.
1-2 punch. That's what's
Yeah,
up. That's what's up.
I just can't remember her name, so I apologize.
Yeah, but y'all can hit your Googles and Google that and find out and spread some love to those, because a marathon is long.
I'm not doing it.
Anybody complain about the 1500, marathon is long.
Listen, I think she went.
26 miles.
Yeah, she went 2 hours and something minutes, like 30-something minutes. And my friend this past weekend, he did a half marathon. He went 2 hours and 37 minutes. I was like,
Yeah, and she did double that
yeah,
in the same time.
woo,
Minus a minute.
yeah,
That's
just
crazy.
I don't even know if I could do it on a bike.
Man, look,
Not right now, anyways.
I have a hard time driving that far.
Oh. Oh.
26 miles?
Yeah, it's too far to go somewhere.
Yeah. Unless you plan like a weekend vacation or something like that. If you guys just like, yeah, I'm about to go down to the so and so and then come back home, and that's 26 miles away. Yeah, that's yeah.
It better be something good.
Yeah, like your job.
Right.
You know, something that's paying you. But yeah, man. Yeah, shout out to them. Shout out to everybody that's competing this weekend at Penn Relays, Drake Relays, the LSU Invitational, or any other meets around, high schoolers
levels,
locally.
Yeah.
Everybody's not going to Penn Relays, so shout out to everybody competing in the local high school invitationals. I know we have 2 this upcoming weekend. Got a Relays meet, Brighton Relays Friday night, and the His and Her Invitational Saturday. I love relay meets because you get to do some relays that you don't always get to do. You get to get a lot more kids involved. It was just fun meets. And they got good cheeseburgers where they put bacon on them. They throw some bacon on them.
I'm mad it's a Friday. I don't think I can make it.
Man, look, I'll have one for you.
Just
In
save it.
addition to the one I'm going to have for me.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to hold it down. Represent.
All right.
Yeah. But, yeah, I like relays meets. So, hey, Brighton Relays happens to be the same weekend as Penn and Drake Relays. So, that's our local Brighton. That's our local Penn Relays.
Right.
It's going to go down. Oh, man. I'm just mad that there's still, like, teams in the world that still have 6-lane tracks, though.
Man, I think there's a few out here.
Yeah, and I've run on 2 of them already. Well, not me personally, but our team has run on 2 of them, and we're going for our 3rd this Friday. We went to we had a league meet at Fairport. Fairport has a 6-lane track. As big as that school is.
Oh, I never even knew that. I've never been there.
That's the first time I'd ever been to Fairport. Fairport High School has a 6-lane track.
Yo, step it up.
For real. Alexander, I understand them because
I get it.
They're a Class D school.
They're a very small school.
Yeah,
Is what he means.
their enrollment is like under.
2.
I want to say
It's like 2.
Yeah, under like 280 or 250 or something like that. They're in that 0 to 250 range.
Yeah.
So I get it. They don't have an 8-lane track. Fairport has the highest enrollment in our area.
Right. I don't think
Like,
I lane track.
They're like 1,600. And
They're
then
athletic.
Brighton, going there, but
Yeah.
But I think they're doing construction. There's a lot of teams doing construction this year too. I know there's about a good 4 teams that don't have a track this year because of construction.
Really?
Yeah. I want to say Spencerport, Churchville, Gates, and somebody else that I can't think of off the top of my head that are getting new tracks. So shout out to your ADs and your booster clubs for getting y'all some upgrades to y'all tracks because
Because it costs a lot of money.
It costs a lot of money. Track gets overlooked. Sometimes they just get lumped in with, hey, we're turfing the field for football and lacrosse, so we'll throw in some money for track too. But hey, get it how you can. 'Cause, you know, track is to this day, track is still an overlooked sport. So when you get some upgrades to your facilities, it's a beautiful thing. It should be celebrated. You know, especially when you have the 80s that are making it, you know, their point to upgrade specifically for a track, you know. So, you know, we're going to give y'all the air horn too, you know. Much love to y'all. Everybody, you know, when y'all get your new track, y'all just bump Beyonce, upgrade you for like the whole week.
Right.
And celebrate y'all newness. You know what I mean? And we're going to celebrate getting done early for a change. Got a lot in. Talked about it a lot. Got a lot to look forward to. Like this sleep.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got anything else you want to add? Anybody else dropping any bombs on the track and field world other than Sidney McLaughlin and them boys, Michael Norman and friends in the 400?
No.
Man of many words. He's Ferd. I'm CH. And we out of this.